Good morning, brothers and sisters. I welcome you to our daily devotion insight. And this morning, I would like to share a devotion that I entitled it as Endless Mercies. Let's read a passage of the scripture. It's found in Book of Lamentations, chapter 22 to 23. And I will read from the ESV version. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never comes to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. These words were penned by the prophet Jeremiah in the short book of Lamentation. It was in a dire situation where Jerusalem has fallen to Babylon, and it was a time of deep grief and national mourning. Most of this book is lamenting, but sandwiched in the middle, we find incredible hope in the meaning of these verses. As we read on, this passage is a perfect reminder for us today that maybe you find yourself in a dire situation and may seem hopeless. But these promises still ring true that God's mercies are new every morning. Let's dissect that verses a bit. So, what is the meaning of the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases? It means that God's love is unwavering, a constant anchor in the ebb of flow of life. When circumstances seem to be overwhelming, His love remains and the steadfast foundation upon that we can build our trust. Are you in a very dire situation? Are you struggling with finances? Are you struggling with maybe a moral sin that you seems to can't overcome? Remember, the steadfast of the Lord never ceases. And His mercies never come to an end. God's compassion, His mercy, is a byproduct of His love. Because His love is steadfast and knows no end, neither will His compassion. God is compassionate. He is ever merciful. And not only that, they are new every morning. Every time we wake up, God's mercies are new and never old. Is new. It is another way of showing that God's mercy will never run out. Regardless of how often you rely on God's compassion, there will be more for you tomorrow. However, this is not get out of jail free card. Okay, we cannot abuse it. It's not a license to sin however we want, but it is a point to remind us there's always opportunity to return back to the fold. There's always opportunity to turn back to God. It's never too late, my friends, to call upon Jesus for help. And great is thy faithfulness. We receive mercy and compassion not because we are faithful, because He is faithful. It is His faithfulness to His promise that allows us to receive His mercies. Therefore, my friend, if you are struggling this morning, if you are drowning, maybe you're drowning in debt, you are drowning in difficulties, it seems where the whole world seems dark and gloom, call upon God, call upon Jesus, because His mercies are ever new every morning, and He's ready for you. May the word of the Lord bless you this morning.